This Marx freight platform with the maroon roof and kind of gray brickwork. Very, very rare color combination. The freight platform is very, very common, but it usually has yellowish tan walls, red brick, and a green roof. So this particular combination is very hard to come by. Here is a Marx fire station. These are actually more like doll houses in that it's open in the back. It has the pole for the firemen to slide down and things like that. I have most of the figures, but not all of them, and they're in a baggie on the inside. And those are the correct vehicles for the set, for the toy set. And this was another Marx structure. This is the Marx skyscraper. And as you can see, it's rather tall. And yes, I've got now the blue dome would be a reproduction. My gorilla and the airplane were things I added to it. It didn't come like that. So this also is on a masonite base, and it should have a tin lithograph base, but that was missing when I got it, as well as the awnings. The awnings are handmade because those were missing also. The other thing about this building, these things are normally very expensive, but I got this one relatively cheap. And you can see down the sides here. The sides were very, very rusty when I got it. And so, I need to rephrase that. The front was very rusty when I got it. There's still some rust up here. And what I did is I made copies of the side and printed them on a sticky paper, like a photo paper, but with sticky, and sized them a little bit and replaced them on the front. So it's reasonably decent looking. These things can go, a complete one of these in nice shape can go for in excess of $1,000. My rusty piece of junk cost me $80. And just staying on just for a moment, the Marx theme. Most of you know I've sold most of my Marx. I'm still selling some as we go. But here are my 3/16 scale. The upper shelf is mostly the ones with the tall, what we call tall trucks, and then the rest are scale trucks. So we've got a couple of unusual pieces in here. They're not rare per se, but Pennsylvania stock card, not easy to find. That flat car with the mail containers on it has no holes or provisions for the stakes like you see in the other ones. So, unusual piece. And there's another stock car. And it's kind of hard to see down there. See if I can do this a little bit. There we go. You'll know that, notice the Pacific Fruit Express reefer, the one on the end. That has red ends. Now that one's a very hard car to find. Was pretty happy to get my hands on one of those.